So, Oriole fans, first of all, I love the Oriole uniforms. I usually do not like black and orange together. I've always loved the Orioles uniforms. I used to love their black spikes with the orange thing. 30, Sean, come on, man. Can 4 teams make the playoffs? Yes, it is possible, I believe. I think it's going to be tough. This is Sean's prediction for the Orioles. So I'm going to talk you off the ledge here a little bit, Sean. So 52 and 110 last year. That's rough. So new administration, new front office a couple years ago. The previous front office really didn't care about the farm system, and it showed. They have made major strides in their farm system in the last 3 years to the point where they are one of the top farm systems in the league. And they're starting to see some of it. In the next 2-3 years, you're going to see a lot of their talent come up. So even though they're not going to come out of the cellar this year, I think it's going to be an exciting team to watch because there's going to be a lot of young talent on this team. And they're going to probably try some things if they run into some injuries and so forth, or some of the players aren't panning out, some of the prospects and stuff like that. You're going to see a lot of people come in and out, but they're loaded. They're loaded with talent. Maybe it's not major league ready. We're going to see. I think some people are going to be forced up. Okay, 37, Sean, come on, 37. No. So I think they're going to be a little bit better than last year, but we'll see. But again, they're going to be a fun team to watch. They're in the American League East, so they're going to get beat up pretty badly from these teams, but we'll see. But let's take a look at their starting lineup. Cedric Mullin has turned into be a star. I mean, he's a stud. 30-30 last year, 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases. I think he had 175 hits as well, almost 100 runs, almost hit 300. Really solid player. We'll see if he's one of those players. Austin Hayes as well. Some of those players they may not be able to hold on to, but again, they're stocked and they can use some of this talent to rebuild even further. So it'll be interesting to see what they do over the next year or two, especially at the trade deadline this year and next year. They have a lot of flexibility to move some pieces around. I don't anticipate them competing next year either, especially in this league, but 2 years from now, if they're in position, they're going to have some flexibility at the trade deadline to pick up some major league quality players. So we'll see. 37 wins, Sean? I don't think so though. That's I don't even know what the record is. Do you know what the record is, Sean? Maybe you can look that up while you're listening. And again, if you're listening at home, please say hi in the chat. Tell me where you're watching from, and then anything you want to call me out on or any opinions, even ridiculous opinions like 35 wins for the Baltimore Orioles. But this is a young, exciting lineup. It's gonna be a fun team to watch, regardless of the 52 wins last year. Picking up Odor for second base. Now, I don't think it's guaranteed he's going to win the job. There's like 4 people, and again, I haven't looked in the last 3 days. Second base, there's like 4 or 5 players they can put in there, so I don't know if picking up Odor is rough year last year. We'll see. They have, again, their farm system is stacked, including the number 1 overall prospect and the number 1 pitching prospect in all farm systems. So we're going to talk about those guys in a second. So you're going to see both of them this year. You would have seen one of them, but he had some injuries early on. So we'll see. So the starting rotation, again, this is where they're going to run into trouble. You're going to see a lot of arms. They do have a lot of arms that are, AA, AAA ready, and some of them are probably major league ready. So they're going to try some things. If some of these people struggle, you don't see Garrett Whitlock on here, so I don't know. He was vying for a rotation spot, so you may see. Wrong. That's Boston. So we'll see. I'm confusing prospects, but you'll see they have Boston has a ton of talent. I just think the rotation is where it's going to really struggle. I think they're going to be fine defensively. Offensively, they could probably use some more pop, some more power. They have some speed, but speed doesn't do it anymore. Cedric Mullin had 30 stolen bases. Their stolen bases have kind of been devalued in this game. So we'll see. But yeah, they're John Means had a really good year last year. Only had 142 innings, but still had a solid year. Jordan Lyles, I think I saw he had some injury issues this spring. I'm not sure what the status of that, but again, you're a last place team. Your starting staff isn't going to be that strong. But again, young arms coming. So Baltimore fans, do not give up hope It's going to be an exciting team to watch, so go support your team. Especially when you get the arrival of Edley Rushman and Grayson Rodriguez. These two they're studs. They can't miss. Philadelphia A's. What year was that, Sean? The Philadelphia A's were 36 and 117. Wow, that's rough. That's rough. Yeah, you're going to see probably all these guys. DL Hill is also, or Hall is another great left-hander that's ready. He saw action last year as well. But Edley Rushman probably would have made the opening day roster and lineup. He had some injuries. He'll be back soon. He is the consensus number one prospect in baseball. He's going to be a stud. So Grayson Rodriguez and Edley Rushman, you're going to see for a long time, hopefully in Baltimore. Those two, particularly DL Hall. Again, a lot of things to look forward to if you're a Baltimore fan. I know the record sucks and you're going to lose a lot of games, but that's baseball. It's 162 and support the young players. You're going to see it. 1916, Sean said. 1916. What's the record for 162 game schedule, Sean? Not to put you to work or anything. But yeah, Edley Rushman he's awesome. If you've ever seen him play or see the clips, he's a can't miss. He's can't miss. He power average, great defensively. He's gonna be a superstar in this league for many years. Again, pitchers, you never know with arm problems and so forth, but they have a ton. It's not just these three you're seeing on here: Grayson Rodriguez, DL Hall, and Kyle Brandish. There's more. They have more in the farm system that are just about ready. So you're gonna see it. Sean, thanks, Sean. My Cleveland Spiders in 1899 were 20 and 34. Thanks, Sean. So their farm system, Baltimore's farm system, number 3 overall. This is the farm system I put together is a composite of like all the different rankings. I kind of compiled all of them and averaged them out. Pretty much everybody had Baltimore 1, 2, or 3. Great system. And again, they have a lot of major league ready talent now. They've stockpiled some stuff, gives them a lot of flexibility for the future. So again, don't give up hope, Baltimore fans. So in a nutshell, you've seen the lineup, you've seen the rotation, some of the impact or potential impact players. You're going to see others. You're going to see some others. Colton Cowser, he's young. You may see him this year, especially in September. We'll see what happens. And if there's injuries, really good young outfielder. I have him at 61 wins, 61 and 101. So it's 9-game difference, 9-game pickup. And again, I think more than anything, it's heading in the right direction. For many years now, the farm system was awful. The front office now has really made an effort to rebuild their system. And you're going to start seeing it. You're going to start seeing flashes of it this year, definitely next year, in the year after. I wouldn't be surprised 2 years from now, they're going to start to compete. Still probably going to take some things, but you don't know what the rest of the division is going to do. But they have a lot to look forward to. Again, there's other teams that you're going to see later on in other episodes that don't have a lot to look forward to. So it's about farm systems. As much as people don't like it, we've reduced the farm system over the last year. We've gotten rid of a lot of teams, so the talent pool's a little bit thinner. You have to spend money in this day and age in your farm system. It's a business, and everybody wants to see the dividends at the major league level. I'm hoping Major League Baseball, invest a lot of money in marketing in the minor leagues. The minor league teams do such a great job of drawing and so forth, but there are some ones that just don't. And it's fun baseball to watch, and you're seeing future stars there. So if you are, that's what I should have put. I should have put all the farm teams on here. Maybe I'll do that for the other episodes. If you're in anywhere near a minor league stadium, A-ball, rookie, AA, AAA, even the independent leagues, go see them, go support them. It's always fun. If you're a baseball fan or a sports fan, or even not, it's usually a really great family atmosphere and usually inexpensive. Go support them. You're going to say you saw a future Hall of Famer way back when he was in single A or double A. They always do a great job of engaging with the fans and the community. So go support them. So again, how they contend, they can't. I asked that question of every team. They can't. They're under no circumstances this year are they going to be, I don't see how there's any way they can get above the cellar with this division with 4 strong teams. What they have 4 teams last year with 90 wins or more. yeah, I don't think there's any way under any scenario that they are going to make it out of the cellar, even if the other teams really stumble. They're not making it out of the cellar. But again, it's looking up. It's looking up for Baltimore, and go support them. Go support them. But 61 and 101 is my modern day. There we go, Sean. Modern day would be the Mets in 1962. Yeah, 105. Actually, I think I remember that. Not remembered it, but I knew it. 40 and 120, which I believe was the Mets' first season, which makes sense. I can't wait to talk about the Mets. And if you didn't see the marathon episode that I did last week with my buddy Andy Dubitsky, he's a diehard Mets fan. I had so much fun catching up with him. Go check out the episode in bits and pieces. It's like 3 hours long because we don't think we got into the lineup until like over an hour after the show started because I haven't talked to him in so long. We said we had fun. But he's really very knowledgeable sports fan, diehard Mets fan, very New York. It's a fun episode to go watch and listen to. It's on, I think the podcast is up. The audio is up as well. So go check that out. All right. So in fifth place in the American League East is the Baltimore Orioles.